What's up to everyone watching this video? Hope you guys are having a great day. Today's just going to be a short little video on how I managed to quit opioids and just talking a little bit about how long I was addicted, what the withdrawal symptoms were like, stuff like that. I'm going to get a lot deeper into it in other videos. I just want to make this a little quick one just to give maybe some other addicts some tips and tricks that worked for me, because I never thought I'd be able to get off them. I was on fentanyl, and just pretty much any opioid I can get my hands on. For 5 years, about 5 years, a little over maybe. So 5.5 years, 5 years, something like that. And yeah, really, I'm 21 years old now, and it really did fuck me up, like those were like my developmental years pretty much. I'm still going through those, but I mean, I pretty much wasted 5 years of it on dope and Xans, which the Xans I'll talk about in another video. But yeah, so if I'll show you here, this is my I Am Sober app. So opioid free for 1 month, 26 days. And the way I'm doing that, I'm technically not fully opioid free. What I take is something called Kratom. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it if you're an opioid addict. The stuff I take is called Kratom. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of it if you're an opioid addict, or if you go to the smoke shop, you've probably seen it. What it is basically just something that alleviates withdrawals. It does bind to the mu opioid receptor, but it doesn't, there's like a ceiling effect. You can't really get too high on it. You can still get pretty out there on it if you don't have a tolerance, which what I was doing back in high school when I first started experimenting with different stuff. But yeah, you can only get so far, and it's nothing like an oxy or anything like that. So I'm gonna go grab the exact stuff that I take and just show you guys. So there's a couple different types of Kratom. I'm not gonna get into Kratom too much in this video, but this is Kratom extract right here. This is really, really strong Kratom extract, probably the best brand available. So yeah, I take 2 of these a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, sometimes 1 in the afternoon. And by the way, these 5 packs of capsules cost $40 a piece. So, getting sober gets expensive, I guess. But yeah. Also, I have plain leaf capsules, which is the same thing. They're capsules, except it's not an extract, so you get to take more of them. Usually I'll take about 6 to 12 in the middle of the day. But not sure where those are. I think I left them in my car. Yeah, I was taking some in the car earlier, so. Yeah, so I use extracts morning and night, and then plain leaf capsules during the day. About 6 to 12 of them. So, roughly like 3 to 6 grams. So a big part of quitting the opioids, because the physical part sucks, but then also there's the mental part. You have to worry about the cravings. That's probably the worst part, because once you get through the physical, you would be thinking, oh, I'm done, but it doesn't end there, because you're going to be craving the fuck out of it pretty much every second of the day, and that's just the harsh reality. Even almost 2 months out, I even had a little 4-day relapse, but I wasn't doing enough to get high. I was trying to swap out a weaker opioid for the Kratom, because it would have been cheaper to taper with, but technically kind of a relapse, because I went back to like actual opioids. But I'm pretty much 2 months out from getting high on opioids, and I still crave them all the time. I'm craving them right now, to be honest. It's pretty much an all-day thing, and it's been like that since the start, which really sucks. So basically, different drugs raise the dopamine levels in your brain to different levels. You know, for example, when you have sex, your dopamine levels increase to 200 units, I think. Cocaine is 400, I believe heroin is 800, and then I think meth is something around 14 or 1500, which is just ridiculous. It's never really been like that for me. I've never done meth per se. I've done things very similar to meth, which I can talk about, but yeah, never done meth. Never, never had any intention of doing it. I don't like uppers. I like downers, as you can probably tell. But yeah. So I'd say the most important thing to do in withdrawal is just not sit around and, you know, just lay in bed and wait for it to be over, because that's what most people think you should do, and that's kind of what I did a lot of the time. But it's really not the best, because when you're out doing stuff, your mind's going to be not on the cravings as much. It's going to make it easier. And when your mind's going crazy with the cravings, it's going to make the physical, psychologically feel worse. So I found that it makes me feel better to go to the gym, just go hang out with friends, do something. Go on a drive, anything, go to the store. Just go out and do something. Other than that, man, just you gotta find something that can sort of replace that high feeling for you. I smoke a lot of weed, but it just doesn't really do it for me. I'd say find some kind of adrenaline sport and go for that. I think everyone has some type of adrenaline rush thing they like to do. So, I know, find a hobby isn't really like good advice, because everybody's different. But that's the thing. Everybody's different. So I don't know what your hobby is. I didn't know what my hobbies were until, pretty recently, actually. I'm still 21 years old. Like I said, I'm still figuring out who I am. I'm still developing. So, yeah, learning new shit every day. But something that I found that I enjoyed that is sort of like an adrenaline sport is the climbing shit. I have videos of it on my channel, but I just find stuff to climb and I climb it. One, because I love heights. I've always loved heights. And two, it's a good feeling being up there. It's like having my own personal view that nobody else has. It's a really cool feeling, and it doesn't replace the high I would get from dope or anything. Obviously it doesn't. But what is there and what isn't there for the dope is the you have to work for it. Like when you climb something and get to the top, you know that you worked for it. When you go to the gym and you start seeing results, you know that you worked for it. When you just pop a perk and feel good, all you did was pop a pill. You didn't work for it. So yeah, fuck yeah, it feels good. Nobody would be addicted if it didn't feel good. But man, like everyone says, it's really on you if you want to quit or not. You got to make that decision. And it took me 5 years to make that decision. I knew way before that I should have quit. I knew bad stuff was gonna happen. Bad stuff did happen. Pretty much went exactly the way I planned, except for the fact that I'm alive today. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And I think I'm gonna end off the video here. Like I said, man, I have so many, like, you guys won't even believe, so many stories related to just crazy shit that I've done. And life stories, stuff like that, drug advice. I have a list of, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. I have a list of all the drugs I've ever done, so I could make a video on pretty much all of these. Look at this. Yep. I'm not gonna show all of them, just give it a quick scroll. You guys get the point. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helped somebody out. And also, before I go, thank you so much for the shout out the other day on that video I made like 7 months ago. It hit 1,000 views in like one night. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So many comments, so many likes, just so much love. So that made my fucking day. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put her Instagram up on the screen actually, so y'all go follow her if you're not following already. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Please leave some more comments. I try to respond to as many as I can. And yeah, have a good day. See you guys later.